So, growing up, my parents taught us to pray the St. Michael prayer, but unlike the versions I always heard others pray, they always included an additional sentence at the end. After the "who prowl about the world seeking the ruin of souls, Amen," they taught us to pray, "St. Michael the Archangel, defend us in battle, so that we may not perish on the terrible day of judgment." This always struck me as odd when that part was never included by others, but I never knew where my family's tradition had come from until recently. It's an old traditional prayer of the Church, originally in Latin, used on its own as a mini St. Michael prayer. It's also used at the end of the St. Michael prayer, like we used it, and even in the official liturgy of the Church. See, while in the new calendar, the Church celebrates the Archangels, especially Saints Michael, Gabriel, and Raphael, all together on September 29th, in the traditional calendar of the Church, each has their own feast, and that day, the 29th, is the feast of the dedication of the Basilica of St. Michael, the Archangel, specifically. At the traditional Mass, I noticed this year for the first time that the Alleluia verse is that prayer that my family always added to the end of the St. Michael prayer. You can also find this little prayer in other old prayer collections and in Father Ripperger's collection of the Church's deliverance prayers for use by all the faithful. Since now I know the original Latin version, and I prefer to pray the St. Michael prayer in the original Latin that Pope Leo XIII gave us, I now add this prayer to the end, honoring this tradition taught to me by my parents. If anyone else has this tradition in your families or anything else to add, please let me know in the comments. Anyway, here it is in Latin and English on its own, then placed after the usual St. Michael prayer given to all the faithful. I hope it blesses your family's faith life also. Blessed be God in his angels and in his saints. Sancte Michael Archangele, defende nos in praelio, ut non pereamus in tremendo judicio. Saint Michael the Archangel, defend us in battle, so that we may not perish on the terrible day of judgment. Now at the end of the usual Saint Michael prayer. Sancte Michael Archangele, defende nos in praelio, contra nequitiam et insidias diaboli esto praesidium. Imperet illi Deus supplices te precamur, tuque, princeps militiae celestis, Satanam aliosque spiritus malignos, qui ad perditionem animarum pervagantur in mundo, divina virtute in infernum detrude. Amen. Sancte Michael Archangele, defende nos in praelio, ut non pereamus in tremendo judicio. Saint Michael the Archangel, defend us in battle. Be our protection against the wickedness and snares of the devil. May God rebuke him, we humbly pray. And do thou, O Prince of the heavenly host, by the divine power, thrust down into hell Satan and all the other evil spirits who prowl about the world, seeking the ruin of souls. Amen. Saint Michael the Archangel, defend us in battle, so that we may not perish on the terrible day of judgment. Amen.